Hey everyone, we're TowawayCouple. I'm Tom the driver.
And I'm Bunny the sandwich maker.
Sandwich maker. We wanted to take 2 seconds to thank you for watching our videos and giving thumbs up and making comments and suggestions and giving your opinion. These videos are our opinions, and we always advise that you get other people's opinions on different topics.
Right, so definitely do your own research and make sure that everything that you're doing is completely legal.
Yes. We would love to ask you to take this second to pause this video, click subscribe on your screen right now, and more importantly, if you want to see future videos, click the little gray bell for the notifications and you'll be notified of any upcoming video.
Yes, so please subscribe today.
Oh wait, I gotta set the timer. Set the timer. Alright, got the timer set.
You're at 9 minutes.
Oh my god. How long are we going to talk about tail swings? You ready?
Yeah.
Hey everyone, we're TowawayCouple. I'm Tom, the driver.
And I'm Bunny, and I watch everybody else's tails swing. Watch your tail swing.
Well, when you're coming up from behind, you get to watch the tail
I
swing.
do. I watch tails.
Swing.
Swing.
So, when we first got into this, I was constantly, I don't do it no more.
You don't do it anymore.
But
I must have graduated.
You graduated. You're no longer a steering wheel holder. Not a super trucker.
No.
You don't have that attitude.
No.
But you are a great driver.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, you are. So you get demoted every now and then.
I do.
So this video, this video is about watching your tail swing. When I sit here, it looks like something's poofing out of this side of my head.
It is. It's your light thingy.
Oh, it's my bar light. I didn't turn on my bar light.
Bar's not open.
Well, I can't get up. We only dress from here up. If y'all are wondering, what are they wearing below the desk? Nothing. No, I got my underwear on, but I ain't gonna get up and let you watch me walk over and.
You're not gonna let them watch your tail swing.
All right, we're not drinking.
No, it's like 1:30 in the afternoon.
On a Wednesday.
Yeah.
So, anyway, all right, if you got this far, and we just killed 2 minutes of laughing. So, I used to tell Bunny, when she first started driving, even though she drove vans, shuttling people years ago, but then she went to these motorhomes, and these motorhomes went from 24 foot to 38 foot. And you understand that the rear axle is a lot farther forward than on a 24 foot where the axle's almost way in the back. So, you're going to have tail swing no matter what.
Yes.
But on some of these big RVs and trailers, big time on trailers, when you start turning, that tail swings wide. I don't want to. And I always tell Bunny, watch your tail swing. Watch your tail swing. Get out, walk your surroundings. Yeah, don't be a super trucker. And if people are upset because you're stopping them, don't worry about them because you're ultimately responsible for your units. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And even if you got to kind of back up because you don't have enough turning radius, because basically the pictures we're going to show you, the guy turned the wrong way. He should have pulled forward to where his axle was at the pole, and he should have made a left turn.
Yes.
From that to allow his tail swing to go around. But instead, he went forward and made a right.
And to start, he was way too close to the pump.
He was only, well, when we got on it, he was this far past the pump.
He was this far past the
pole.
Concrete pole.
But, yeah, they were having a bad day. They were not transporters. But it was a great example of what can happen with your tail swing when you don't have
Mm-hmm.
the clearance levels.
Right. And this goes back to like one of the other videos that we were did earlier today on finding other places to get fuel. It was actually a very, very big.
Yeah, he could have been 5 feet away from that pump and filled up. He didn't have an auxiliary tank.
Right, but I mean, it was a very, very large fuel station, but there wasn't enough clearance for him to get that big 40-footer out and around.
Right, because the parking and the curb on the... Okay, so you got your store, your pumps, and then you got the curb and then the street. From the pump to the curb wasn't very far at all. It was probably 15 feet at the most.
Yes.
So now he had a 38 foot.
Yeah, but he also did have a short bed without a slider.
Without a slider. He had a kingpin at that.
In that.
But yeah, he didn't have a slider, so he couldn't cut it really sharp. So he had to watch his cab, and when you don't have a slider, you could hit your cab pretty easily at not... I mean, at a 45-degree angle, you could probably hit your cab. I don't know. We've always had a slider.
Mm-hmm.
But I would assume I could barely get to a 90 with my slider, but I can't do a full 90.
Right. Well, even trying to get him off of that concrete pillar, they had to rehook up, and Tom was trying to get him as close in as possible, and then somebody else had to stand there because he was almost going to take out his front cab.
Yes. So not the front cab, the back of the cab.
On his cab, but he was going to take out the front cap of the trailer too.
Oh yeah. So, but yeah, with that kingpin, you got to be literally nuts on for that to go down. Whereas a fifth wheel, you just got to get it in proximity, and it will kind of just get you in there.
Yeah.
But the problem was short bed. It limited our options. If he was able to go at a full 90. Which we can in our long wheelbase, he could have hooked up at the 90 and then pulled forward, which would have swung his tail right off that pole. No problem whatsoever.
Right, but he was stuck. Literally was probably only...
Well, he was at least 2 foot in or more.
2 foot in, yeah, but he only probably had a foot clearance between the pole and the fuel pump.
Yeah.
So he was wedged in there.
Yeah, I did have him back
really
up
good.
A little bit
Yeah.
to release some of the pressure off the back of the trailer, and then he started his turn, and it still lifted his trailer as he turned, and I was watching it. We had our radios. We loaned him a radio. Thank God he just went real slow, and it came off the pole. And this couple, here their trailer's totally destroyed. I mean, I guess it could be fixed. But they were more worried about the scrapes on the pole. And I'm like, I don't think they're going to care about a little orange paint on their pole. You're lucky you didn't hit the pump.
Yes. Yeah.
I said, had you hit the pump, that could have been a world of hurt.
But it just goes to show, he did say, unfortunately for them, they'd only had the trailer for a month. But he did say that he was experienced. He pulls all kinds of different trailers, so it can happen. Well,
he got distracted.
Yes, and distractions happen to everybody.
Yeah, so don't get no matter what, don't let anybody distract you. Phone rings, stop. If you're going to answer, stop. Don't continue forward and put the phone to your ear or anything. That's where accidents, 99% of them happen, is the driver's distracted, and just be aware of your surroundings. I can't emphasize enough. Stop, get out, walk the area, know everything. His wife was sitting in the passenger seat. If I was in that situation where I knew I didn't have, and trust me, my goal is to not be put in that situation.
Right.
But if for some unforeseen circumstance, I knew I'd have to cut it a lot sooner or something, Bunny would have been out there, or I would have gotten somebody, but his wife was right there. So she should have been out there making sure he had clearance, and he should have been inching instead of just going. This thing ripped the back
Yeah.
He was moving.
He was moving. He made that travel trailer into a toy hauler.
The one thing that was good though is the employees it's happened at a Wally's in Pontiac, Illinois. Mm-hmm. And there were 2 employees. They coned everything off. They were great employees. They thanked me profusely because I had tools. So, because this guy ripped off part of his siding and he had electrical and everything, so I was able to cut off the electrical and get the siding off and everything. They didn't know what to do. They didn't know how they were going to get them off the pole, and they were dumbfounded, and they're like, thank you so much. I was even thinking the guy was going to have to call a tow truck and have him hooked to the axles of the trailer and pull the trailer straight off of the pole, and then he can go forward. My bell. But I also told the guys at Wally's, I said, hey, better me helping them than you, because if something happened, he could have cried that Wally's was responsible because everyone is so sue happy today, and nobody can take responsibility for their shortcomings.
No. But like I said, it happens to the best of us.
I mean, never say never. We ride a Harley. We have a saying, riding bikes. It's not if you're going to go down, it's when. Prepare for the slide. Mm-hmm. We have been very lucky, knock on wood, but we never say never. We're always prepared for that inevitable day that something bad happens. And that includes RV transport. You could be driving through an intersection and someone not paying attention, distracted, runs a red light and runs right into you. You just never say never.
Well, and a lot of times when you're going through the Penn State Turnpike, because we take that route a lot, there's a construction area that is so incredibly narrow.
I mean, it's that side on that much on each side.
I prefer to go through there at 2 a.m. so I just can take up both lanes. It's that narrow. And also what it takes is somebody to distract you or a truck to come up on the side and you swerve a little bit and you take out that whole side.
Or they take you out.
You've just got to watch that swing at all times.
Your tail swing is what will bite you 99% of the time, because people, especially new people, or people with very little experience, or people that are getting into this that pulled their 22-foot boat to the lake and back, and they're able to back it in and on the launch and launch their boat and then pull out. Hey, congratulations. RV transport is a little bit different because when you're turning, you can't see out of one side. No.
And for a lot of you that are doing the drive-away, it's so much, TowAway, and you're going through the fuel pumps with the big boys. It's so much easier.
Yes.
when we're doing drive-away and we've got big 30, 35, 38 foot Class A motorhomes, and we have to go into gas stations, those get a lot tighter. Even in pilots and loves, those fuel pumps are so much tighter than the other ones, and you got to try to maneuver around people too.
And with the fuel prices, and we're obviously trying to search out the cheapest fuel, that makes it even just that much more stressful and distracting.
Right. So definitely watch your tail swing, watch people around you. Don't let people make you think that you're in a hurry to get out.
Yep.
You take your time and you get out of it slowly.
Yeah, because if you get into an accident because someone behind you honking their horn or whatever, they're just going to back up and go into another fuel lane and not have a care in the world.
Nope.
That you just,
and they're going to fuel up and they're going to leave.
Yeah, so it's kind of like that friend that borrows your something or other and breaks it. They always give it back. And
broken.
They never say, tell me what it costs to fix. They never say that.
No.
So, anyway.
So just be careful out there.
That's all we have to say on that. And, yeah, if we forgot anything or anything we always say, put a comment below. Subscribe to our channel. We love it. It doesn't help or hurt our channel whether you subscribe or not. But for us and our egos, it's kind of cool. But if you really like what we do and you want to know when we put new videos out, there's a little gray bell somewhere down there. Click that and you'll be notified when we put videos out. So that way you can have to be forced to listen to our opinion.
Have to be forced.
All right. So if you have any questions, send us a message. If you send us a message, just up front real quick, if you send us a message off of our website, we do ask for name and phone number and your message and a subject. If you negate putting your phone number, because a lot of times we're driving and it might be easier for us to call rather than sit there typing a message when we're on the clock. If you negate your phone number, we most likely don't even answer those because you're not giving us options.
Right.
It's not an ego thing. It's just, we just had one recently say, hey, I want your help and I want you to answer some questions. I purposely didn't put my phone number on until we established an email communication. I'm like, wait, you're asking me for help, but you want to set the rules? No. So I don't even reply to those. Oh, and if you send us a message on social media like Instagram or Twitter, write something of substance. We always get the hey. That's it.
Yep. Just
or hi. I don't respond to them because you give me nothing to respond to. If you have a question and that's the media that you want to ask the question on, just ask the question.
Yep.
Spend the 30 seconds instead of waiting for me to comment back for you to go, okay, you do exist. Let me ask the question now. So if you can write hi, you can write a full question.
Right. And don't, like I said, we drive too, so we may not answer like right away.
Yeah, it might take us a few days. We just answered a bunch of questions that were 4 days old. Mm-hmm. And I always write, oh, I'm sorry for the long delay, but we were driving. We drive for 11 hours. We're on the clock 14. We're tired. We get to where we're going. We barely even watch TV. We crash out, we're back up, and we're going again. So
the other quick story the other night, we love Survivor, and Tom's like, come on, keep watching. Stay awake.
We were in a hotel room, too.
And I'm like, kept falling asleep. So, yeah, no, we like everybody else, we take our 10 hours and we're out.
Yep. So, all right, until next time.
We'll see you down the road.
We'll see you down the road.